This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
Okay. All right, here we go. Episode 215. Holy Moses. Getting up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no guest today. It's Memorial Day. Welcome to the show,
we couldn't
everybody.
find anybody, but to be honest, I've been
Who
really
the fuck's
busy.
gonna come out here to do a
Yeah.
stupid podcast on their third day off?
Someone with no friends or family.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're even doing it.
Yeah, we're kind of on the fence. I feel like the show's gonna be 45 minutes long. It's just gonna be us talking about more gin and watching Dave G videos.
Oh my God, Dave G. Like, he's definitely not a Hudson Valley legend anymore. He can't. Well, I mean, he's a legend in his own right.
Yeah, he's been stripped of his title.
But he's definitely not a hero.
Yeah, he's been stripped of his title.
Yeah, Hudson Valley hero. Yeah, it's yeah. I need a new bumper just specifically for him. It should just be like, it's oh no, it's Dave G. Oh boy, I have so much stuff on him. I don't think it's just ridiculous. But yeah.
Well,
so
do you want to start with?
Yeah, why not? Right off the bat.
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to start with gin and then go into him so you have a drink?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a something.
So we've got a couple things here.
It's what are you drinking?
I'm not sure if I can tell these apart now. So this is kind of all the same thing. This is just first run out of the still and last run out of the still.
Okay.
So you can taste the difference. And like you were saying, less lime later on, and then this is the blended version.
Blended.
Yeah, and it's one time through the still. The whole thing.
Okay.
So
Chad's been busy.
Yeah, he's trying to dial in a version that can be done in one run. Just to save time and energy and all of that.
Yeah.
So we could try the
it's all about
mix them up again.
Oh no. You know what they are?
I know which one they are. Even if not, it doesn't matter really. So
there's two separate glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today was move back in day.
Yeah.
We rented the Airbnb for the weekend.
Yeah.
And it's just I'm just so thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get back here so bad. I just can't yeah.
Oh my God. Have you ever heard of Airbnb?
It's just rough for me. I don't know why. I was telling people the ratio of money to aggravation is just not high enough. So
it is when you have my spot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
for you, it's different. We have to move out of
pay out of like almost $300.
Yeah, so because we had to, we have a roommate, but this booking was from like last year. They booked in May of last year for this May. So it was like we had to honor it. So everybody had to leave. And it's just, we want to do it again. It's just exhausting. But
You guys aren't even doing it as hardcore as we are.
No, because we just can't.
Yeah.
We can't like have our roommate move out every single time.
Yeah.
She needs to. It's just not. That's just not fair.
Yeah.
So,
of course, because you're the one making the money.
Yeah, exactly. So first run gin. It's got that moonshiny taste. Tastes like gin.
Yeah. So this is the same exact recipe. It's just not triple distilled.
Ah, okay. Because I can still taste that like.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 times through is going to be the trick.
Taste.
Yeah. Try the other one.
The other one. Cleanse the old palate.
This one's got a lot more off flavors, but not as much moonshininess. But it's like a totally different flavor.
It caught me way off guard.
Yeah.
It tastes like a totally different liquor. It's got a little bit more of that. It's got a strong alcohol smell to it, but it's sweet. It's sweeter than I expected it to be. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
And then this is the blend of the two. So I really only kept them separate so that you could see. These are going to get mixed together.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm just going to do a gin and tonic, so I'm going to rinse.
Yeah, it's like fucking speed drinking.
Yeah.
Overall flavor, I think that one's the best.
Just
blended together.
I think that this will be like this is more of a mixer.
Yeah.
But I think twice through would be better.
Yeah.
So this batch is probably just going to get run back through on the next one.
Yeah. We'll let Chad know. Give him your input.
Yeah, but I mean, in a gin and tonic, it's totally fine.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So it was yeah, I like it. Keep working. Tell Chad to keep working.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
It's getting there.
Keep feeding me gin.
It's definitely drinkable.
Yeah, I feel like we did Creator Fest, and then right after we had to move out of this, I started doing projects for the house, for the Airbnb, and I finished the projects, and now I out and back in. It's just been, and I didn't sleep. It's been a rough week, a rough weekend.
Yeah, me too.
And I was working all weekend too, which was insanity over at the Crafted Cup at 44 Raymond Avenue in Poughkeepsie, New York.
I've been off since Thursday.
Wow.
I think I worked Friday.
Wow.
I might have worked Friday.
Were they not? They just didn't need you, or what?
No, I worked 5 shifts last week.
Oh shit.
So, but it's like we're actually staffed.
Yeah.
So but it's good. I mean, I would rather pick up more, but it's pretty much a part-time job with what I was making at Crafted Cup. So,
do anything for the Memorial Day weekend? Since you had
we ripped up the carpet.
I saw
in the living room.
That's an interesting experience because you just all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I've been living it. You feel like you've been living in squalor.
There's decades of people's skin underneath your carpet.
Yeah,
decades of skin. Amy's like, what is that? I was like, mostly human skin.
And all stains and all kinds of stuff from who knows what.
Yeah.
You know, wine, animals, fucking head wounds.
We're, she was like, what if we just found like a giant blood stain? I was like, well, we'd call the police. I mean, they would determine if it's human and then they'd investigate whether or not it was, you know? But, yeah, I mean, it was a shitty job, but it's done.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the hard part's done. Now we just got to wait until we buy the place to pay somebody to refinish it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to hit the bad spots with some fine grit and then go over it with that, like, restore
now, did
shit.
you do the entire upstairs, the entire top floor?
Well, the
or just the
office,
room?
what is the office? You know the one, this is so boring for everyone, but the room that's opposite the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
It was Matthew's room at one point. That's now my office, and we ripped up the carpet in there because Buckley destroyed it.
But the other
so that one's been up, and that floor is actually in good shape. If you just gave it a polish, it'd be fine.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
It's fine, but that first pull up with all that dust coming up, and you were wearing masks. I know you. You're pretty safe.
I wasn't wearing a mask.
You weren't wearing a mask?
No, you don't need a mask.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I pulled hours up without a mask, and I thought I was gonna fucking die. I was choking and
Yeah, it
gagging
was
the
fine.
whole time. I had to put
You
a
just,
mask
you
on.
just have to go slow. Don't throw shit around.
Oh, we were.
Yeah.
No, I had 4 people doing it at one time.
It was just me.
It was fucking
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah, Amy was for the most part like bagging them and taking them out.
Yeah.
And then she painted all the
Trim.
not the trim, the radiators,
Oh.
the baseboards.
Yeah.
And then since she like, I didn't want her to help me with the staple part because it's so easy to hurt yourself. And like
pulling them out?
Yeah, pulling them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to get a screwdriver underneath it, tap it, pry it, then pull it.
Yeah, some you can get away with just
Yeah.
grabbing them and yanking
Yeah.
them out. But yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
like
so-
that was my thing. I would just grab and I would try different
Yeah.
different pairs of pliers, needle nose, whatever the hell, just to see what had the best.
There's got to be a tool for it. I bet you there's something that's like hooked, like a staple
Yeah,
remover,
yeah.
like you use in an office.
Yeah.
But I bet you there's that in like a plier form.
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal. But they're all up, they're all out.
Fucking
So.
fucking knuckles were killing me
Yeah.
at the end of that shit. That was
Yeah, I think we're
terrifying.
just gonna. I don't know. I'm debating doing them myself, just because I'm pretty good at stuff.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to really fuck them up.
I mean, I paid for them because I
Yeah.
didn't want them
But
to
the
get
thing is, we
fucked
don't
up.
own the house yet. So what if something fucking falls through?
Oh,
and we
don't
just-
no.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Don't
I
do
want it to look
anything.
passable until then. They make this like this restorer stuff. It's a polyurethane, but it's designed to just go right over with no sanding.
Oh.
So I might just do that for now, just so they're shiny again.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. The office is fine, but for the living room, we got to do something. And there's like a couple really big black spots. that
House
really gotta be
projects.
Sanded. Yeah. So that was what we did.
Adulting.
And then today, I went to Harbor Freight because they had like 25% off coupons. There like 12 of them in the mail already.
Yep.
So I bought like a workbench thing and then spent 5 fucking hours putting it together. Piece of shit, man. Well, because I mean, it was only $75, so of course it just comes in a box, nothing's assembled. But the hardware that they gave with it, they're like little quarter 20 screws. I'm using an impact like very, very lightly, and they're all stripping right out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I was like, oh, I fucked this up. I got to take something apart now. So I had to drill all of them out that got fucked up and replace them with, I mean, it's a good thing that's a common size. I have a million of them at the house, but I had to drill out a bunch of shit.
Harbor Freight, you just like you just go there for like screwdrivers and pliers and
yeah, but I
hammers
mean
and
this
shit.
this was a really good deal because it was $100. It's an all steel like workbench with a pegboard on the back. You know, why do I need a $2,000 Snap-on fucking workbench?
No, you definitely don't.
Yeah.
But you can't like
But if I bought something at Lowe's, it would have been put together in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the price that you pay because it would have come partially assembled. And it would have been a lot less pieces.
Dad gave me a finish nailer from Harbor Freight
Yeah.
that I used to finish the stairs last weekend before. Yeah, it was you shot one nail and then you had to take it apart and fix the jam. You shot one nail, you take it apart, you fix the jam. And I thought I got the wrong nails or something. I actually went to Home Depot and like found a different kind of nails. I don't know, a different brand. And I went to the rental section and was just like, hey, why does this suck? And they were like, because it's from Harbor Freight, stupid. So then I went home.
You should just
what am I going to do?
You should just, for the price that you paid at the Harbor Freight one, for the price
well,
he paid.
he just gave it to me.
Yeah, but
Somebody gave it to him. He gave it to
Oh,
he used
okay.
it. He was like, I used it once. It jammed on me, and then I went back and used my Boss Stitch, which doesn't fucking. No, this is a shout out to Boss Stitch for not jamming.
It's a quality tool.
And then he just gave that to me, figuring whatever I could probably figure out how to get it to work. And it literally, like every nail, it would just shoot the nails. The teeth that held it that hold the nails in place, the channels. Every time it fired one nail, it would push the entire cartridge forward, and it would just get jammed within the channels.
Yeah, so fuck that. Just get a hammer.
Yeah. I don't know because they fuck up.
Yeah.
They fuck up
the molding.
The molding. Yeah, the hammer because the impact and the vibration. That one quick snap of the finish nailer. But yeah, it was just this hunk of shit. And it was just remained a hunk of shit for the entire time. It was a real pain in the ass. But I'm sure there's adjustments and stuff, but
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I don't know how to use that fucking thing. I'm done. I'm done with molding in the house. I don't have to freaking do anymore, so I'm good.
Well, I have to do something now because there's a two-inch gap below the radiators.
Yep.
So I have to put a crown molding or something there. Or not a crown molding, baseboard molding.
Yes.
Which I should have enough, I think, because we bought about 4 times as much as we thought we needed for the dining room.
And 20%. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do your measurements and then add 20%. Yeah. So this is riveting shit.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Do you want to? I mean, the big news for this show.
Dave G is still racist.
Is Dave G? He's still racist. I found. I dug a little deeper because you told me that he took down his channel. Like, what happened?
No, when we initially found him, all of his videos were taken down.
Yeah.
Like, we found him, we played it on the show, and then the next week, everything was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Which either means he deleted them, or they were flagged, and YouTube deleted them.
Yeah.
So if you have 10 videos or 1 video and you get flagged, that's like 1 strike, right? So, or they can decide, they can say, hey, we're pulling all of your videos, that's 1 strike. Or they can decide, okay, these 3 videos have racist shit in them, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're done. So I'm thinking that they told him that he needed to take it down. He got a strike against him. He took stuff down, or they took stuff down. And then he started making more shit again.
So I found out what his last name is, and it's on YouTube. He has a channel called The Real Dave Grady, which has 11 subscribers, and all of the videos that he has on his Dave G account, which I'm subscribed to because I cannot stop. I can't stop. This is too insane to not watch. He also has Hudson Valley Guy 11, which has stuff from like 3 years ago. He's got one called David Barles, Barles. That's got 18 subscribers, and it's got a bunch of. It's got some stuff from 6 months ago and stuff from a year ago, and he's also got. What else does he have? There's people that are dedicated to this guy too. One of the thing is like they repost old videos and stuff, or maybe this is him. I don't really know. It's called Man-Child Adventures with 2 D's, and it said something to the effect of Man-Child Adventures, Hudson Valley Guy 1. So he had another one called Hudson Valley Guy 1, aka Dave is losing his mind. Is slowly losing his mind. Like he's got like a bunch of different.
So he probably just keeps getting kicked off.
I think so.
Yeah.
He keeps getting flagged, and then he just keeps mirroring channels all across the YouTubes.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's trying really hard to get his message across, which is that he hates black people, hates them, really dislikes them. Here's the other thing. David Barles, I think this guy is like up against him. I think because he has videos that say Dave, aka Hudson Valley Guy, versus employment. So I don't know
what somebody reposting his shit.
Yeah, it's like repost. Well, I haven't like looked into it. This is from a year ago. I don't know if you want to watch it.
Yeah,
let's see what this David Barles guy is doing for. Hold on, let's see. Here we go.
Vlogtober, day 11.
It's 22 minutes long.
Some of you may hate me for what I'm gonna say.
There we go.
Some of you may agree or disagree. For those of you who disagree,
he's got one like.
You know what? Fuck off. I've heard it all. You know, I've looked at this from every aspect, and you know, people say, "Oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing that."
Are you reading that?
Yeah.
You know what?
Hold on a second.
You people are not with me every single day.
So this was a year ago, and it pretty much hasn't changed. I have stuff from 3 years ago that I'm curious. Double fuck you,
Can you see
Ian?
the replies on that one?
Yeah, sure. We're actually, we got distracted by the comments of this. And this one guy wrote, if you're interested in the Dave rabbit hole, yes I am, get on the Zello walkie-talkie app and find the room called Death Squad Board. We're a small group of people that have known Dave 12 plus years. We know him pretty much. We know pretty much his entire life story. Lots of Dave stories that are hilarious.
So that's probably that thing that he was listening to the police band?
Yeah, I think so. This dude has concrete where his brain should be. He's a special kind of special.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably just him saying that about why he doesn't work.
Yeah.
You are not running my life.
He's really fucked up.
I am looking for work.
He's wobbling.
But he's always like that.
Yeah. Can you skip to just the middle?
All right. So wait, so minute 11 is the middle? Okay.
Gotten 500. Between 3 and 500. Yeah. That
He's also got one of those Brookstone fucking
know
sleeping
that
tapes on.
Would have gotten between 3 and 500. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we really need a producer, an intern, just to go through all of this shit.
Here's his latest. All right, so this is the most. That was from. I mean, I want to look at. Hold on, let me see if I can find really old ones here too. I got ones from 2 years ago, 6 years ago. Do you want to see any?
Let's see the one from as far back as you could find.
Okay.
Then his most current stuff.
All right, so hold on. I'm just trying to find here because the Dave Grady Show, Hudson Valley Guy. Here we go. Mike H. Dave Grady hates gay people. This one's a fun one. All right. From 4 years ago.
Let me ask you people a question of sorts.
Driving.
See, yes, I am wearing my seatbelt.
Still, his format hasn't changed.
No.
All right, here's a question. Have any of you out there had a job where people had, quote-unquote, seniority over you? Say you've been at a job for, I don't know, let's just say 8 years. And let's say where somebody else just starts, and he's only been there for, I don't know, a couple of months. And the person who's been there
latter in this scenario.
Let's say a longer time gets the better pay, and the person who's only been there for a couple of months gets shit pay. I think.
Yeah, because you just started.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That is unfucking believable. Now,
no one would ever stay at a job if you got paid the same amount the day you started as this day you fucking retire.
Let's just say of sorts.
Here we go. I just
Company
found
of sorts.
I just found something.
Okay.
The Dave Grady Show final HD 420. Or I'm sorry, 720. Wow, 420. Okay. Come on, Rye. This was from 6 years ago. He had actual production and a killer mustache.
Looks like the same apartment. What the? He has a song. He had less teeth back then.
Yeah, he did. He was missing his front teeth.
This guy's been doing this for so long. Somebody must have made this for him.
He's been doing this
Yeah.
for like... He's been doing this for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta search Man-Child Adventures. It really makes me laugh. Hold on, the Dave Grady Show.
I like how
he's listening to the door.
certain groups of people love to piss me off. See, there's a certain group of people called the Death Squad.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Certain people on the Death Squad love to poke fun at me. Call me retarded, call me toothless, call me homeless, and other sorts of names.
Well, I mean, 2 out of 3 they got, right?
End this. Bane, go fuck yourself. IHC,
It's just the doors. It's just the doors playing on like a laptop audio. Look at, so he's got is that the New York State flag?
I think so, yeah.
And he's got a really...
A square American flag.
A square American flag taped to it.
Taped to it with fucking packing tape.
I'm happy because I don't get to make fun of it.
He got some really nice dental work done.
No, he got dentures. He's still missing a lot of teeth.
Oh, maybe that's why he's
Yeah.
got that. All right.
Fucking assholes.
Why he's constantly going...
All these fucking years. I wave this flag in memory of my freedom. Perfect song.
So fucking crazy. Yeah, we got to do something with this guy.
I don't know what to do. I am starting
The
to
vape
get
juice
scared.
thing was perfect.
It was.
Oh, this guy's definitely a problem. This guy will take a swing at you.
Yeah. Oh,
He won't win, but he'll take a swing at you. And he definitely does a lot of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he says he's not on government assistance, and he pays his bills, and he's unemployed.
I don't.
That's not. None of those things are possible. He's got to be on disability or something.
Wow. So that was that was Dave G. Hold on a second. Let me just get his. Let me get rid of all this tertiary shit. That was Dave G 6 years ago, and yeah, this is Dave G now.
YouTube sucks. YouTube absolutely fucking sucks. Right? On one of my channels, right? My own damn channel, right? Check this out.
So that my own damn channel is like another channel.
It's a
that he
different
has.
channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a different channel.
So it was probably the Dave G channel that we flagged.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm 100% sure that it's because of us.
No. He has a channel called My Own Damn Channel in all capital letters.
Okay.
So it's more like My Own Damn Channel.
Out, right? Check this out. I got a message saying, yeah. It says, hi, my own damn channel. I made a video called a vlog of sorts on the 8th of May.
And that was the one where he was just racial epithets right from the start.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I can bring that back up for anybody who.
No, we
needs...
listened to it last week, right?
He basically, yeah. He just said the N-word like repeatedly. That's all, more or less.
We know that this might be.
So he uploaded that to multiple channels.
Yes,
I'll put all of this up in the description.
That's the thing. They blocked that channel, but I can easily find that on one of his other channels.
Yeah.
They're still up.
Well, that's part of the problem with YouTube.
Yeah.
Is people like this.
Yeah.
You can't really stop him, but he's reaching a total of 80 fucking people, so it's not really a big deal.
53, I think, is where he tops out.
You can read it for yourself. It says, and then I even tried to appeal this. I even tried to appeal it. Right? What is this stuff about like First Amendment rights? Your video, a blog of sorts, 5819, was removed because it violates a hate speech policy.
Uh-huh. So, a lot of the same content.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, he's fucking nuts. He's completely nuts. Oh, here's another fun one. This is from a while
and
ago.
then I moved out of there of March of 2011.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was staying with...
I was already watching this one.
I got something I got to say.
So, I don't know where this is from. Mike H. Mike H on YouTube.
I like the fucking porn that's just taped to the wall.
Yeah, he's got porn. Oh wow, yeah, that's full frontal. He's got the "fuck you, you fucking fuck" shirt. His Excelsior flag is still up. Hold on, he's got a microphone, a la Hudson Valley Hank.
This is a video response to a guy by the name of Randy something or whatever.
It's not attached
he made
to
a video.
anything.
No, it's not a microphone.
Called
It's just
it's
a thing.
Is it a mag light? It's a mag light.
Here's my response. I hate gays. Nothing but fucking queer homo faggots.
Jesus Christ. Somebody just needs to make it their mission to just flag every. And this isn't even his channel.
It's not.
This is somebody else downloading it and reposting it.
I'm trying to see. Is there any comments? No, this is just all videos. A lot of like.
It has almost 500 views though. 5 likes, 4 dislikes. So pretty much 50-50. I just don't understand. Like, what does he do all day?
Make videos. The Dave G video. Like here, look. I'll show you. This is the Dave G thing. His like actual primary channel, it seems to me. He's got 51 subscribers. And look, those videos are still here. Where are they? Right here. Psh, this one. I don't know how did we do this? Did we do like the second one?
I think part two is the part that I watched. I don't even think I watched part 1. Part 2 is the one that Mike sent me.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay, so this channel is called Dave G. Go back up. So this isn't the channel that got pulled down?
No.
But the channel that originally had the video that we were watching is the one that got pulled down.
Yes.
Okay.
Or this got put back up. I'm not really sure. He's hard to nail down.
Yeah.
He's got to put his phone in his freezer though.
Let's watch that. That's only a minute.
Damn, man, my phone's too hot. I gotta put my phone in the freezer, man. My phone is just getting way too hot. It's the battery or something, whatever. I gotta put my phone in the freezer. I gotta put my phone in the freezer. I gotta put my phone in the freezer. Yeah, I got nothing here to eat. I got nothing here to eat, man. I got nothing here to eat, man. So I'm gonna put my phone in the freezer.
He's like drifting in and out of his character and his actual life.
I gotta put my phone in the freezer.
He's high.
Andy's
like
mints.
He's
I
really
like
high
Andy's
right
mints.
now.
I'm gonna put my phone in the freezer.
3 hours later.
It's not 3 hours later. It was definitely not 3 hours later.
And that just drags on forever.
All right, I got my phone out of the freezer. It's been like I'd say at least a half hour, 45 minutes. Been like a half hour, 45.
It just said 3 hours later.
I got my phone out of the freezer. I got my phone out of the freezer. I got my phone out of the freezer. It's been like an hour, 45 minutes. It's been like.
See, there's like there's obviously a disconnect between shooting and post production in this video. So maybe he needs to talk to his guy.
Yeah, because he was tweaking fucking
editors.
hard.
2 hours, 2 hours tops. 3 hours. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That was
no conclusion, no closure, nothing. You don't get any because you're not.
That was
a
him
loyal
super
fan.
fucked up, going, "This is a really funny idea for a video."
Yeah, for sure.
And then staying up all night editing that short clip while tweaking like fucking crazy.
I mean, he does have the formula down in some areas. Let's go with this one.
Snapchat friends, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
And that's it. That's it. That's all you got. He's a he's a tease.
Yeah.
He likes to tease things.
I don't know what to do with him. You know? Like, I want to be selfish and try and like make the show part of something.
Yeah.
Because this guy's gonna be on your mom's house at some point.
We gotta we gotta send them at least like from one podcast to another. Send them. Hey guys, I don't know what do you want to do about this guy, but this is from our hometown. This is if we make it so that we're not trying to ride their fucking coattails more, then they'll probably do something with it. Like why wouldn't they?
I don't want anything. I just want them to say like the guys at the Dead Radio podcast sent this to us.
Yeah,
that's all I want. I don't want them to say, "Hey, go subscribe to them." I just want credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? That's all. But it would be nice to do some kind of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I really don't know if I want to meet him at this point.
Yeah,
I was definitely willing to before, but he's obviously a lot more unhinged than we thought in that previous video.
Mm-hmm. We have, I do have, there is more stuff from Frank28910.
Let's check that out.
I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, we haven't checked that out in a while. We have like no content.
This
for this
was
episode,
posted a week ago.
Oh, some nice music.
He has given me. I just wrote this song a few minutes ago.
And he's playing shit on a.
Now this is a deep cut for some people.
Yeah.
Frank28910 as is his handle on the YouTube. Why can't I get the fucking thing up? He
supposedly makes this music, but instead of recording himself making it, he records it onto a mini cassette recorder.
Right.
But we know Frank because he commented in all caps on our interview with the Church of Satan.
Yeah. He's a devout Christian.
Yes.
And he believes
he's encountered demons.
Yeah.
He has proved that the earth is only 4,000 years old.
Yeah.
I think he said 4,000 to 7,000 years old.
Something to that effect.
Because if you dig down a foot or so, you get clean dirt.
Yeah, it's nice
you find
and
clean dirt.
So.
So this is his music, allegedly. And I just don't understand why he doesn't just record it with his phone. But he and it's all produced. Like, there's no way that that's him.
I mean, I like his older stuff better. It's a little edgier. There you go, Frank. Frank28910 or 100.
I wonder if there's a way that you could plug this audio into like a search engine. Like,
maybe.
what about that? Isn't there an app that does that?
Shazam. Is it Shazam?
It is Shazam. I don't have it, but I'll download it now.
All right.
And we'll try. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Frank. That's what he posts pretty much. He actually wrote prostate cancer are infections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he also comments on like certain. What the hell was it? It was something about cancer and what gives you it was the true cause of cancer.com or something.
Yeah. He's all over the goddamn place, the guy. But yeah. What is he doing? I'm looking more. 6 hours ago, Dave G posted something about sunset flag changing ceremony on the walkway over the Hudson, which is just him standing in the crowd filming what's going on at the walkway over the Hudson.
Okay.
Oh. That's it.
Yeah.
It's 36 minutes long.
Well, I downloaded Shazam.
If you wanted to kill some time,
so
you got 36 minutes to kill.
All right, so we're gonna need to play it through like speakers. Can you like unplug your?
You got an extra thing, no? Oh wait, no.
No, it has to my phone has to hear it. That won't work.
What do you mean?
My phone has to hear it.
Hold it up to the headphones over there. So hang on, and I'm doing the Frank thing. Hold on, let me find Frank. So we're gonna try Shazam using headphones because we're morons.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
You want to see what the police department 27 years ago
What is this?
Burned alive in a big building boiler here in New York
Well,
City.
that sounds like him. This is not what I wanted you to play.
Yeah, I must have clicked on the wrong fucking thing. All right, here we go.
Hang on. Yeah, there you go.
Hold on.
I have to thank the Almighty
Shit,
God
sorry.
for this gift.
You're fucking terrible at this.
All right, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
No results.
Wow, it's an
So
original
maybe
recording.
it is him.
So the one I was I clicked on, that was 6 months ago. This is a day ago. There's nothing to see.
You want to see what the police department 27 years ago tried to burn alive in a big building boiler here in New York City for the devil when I wouldn't deal with the devil for a record contract.
What?
Ooh, high quality.
Yeah.
He finally figured it out.
It all kind of sounds the same.
Yeah. Get stuck in a rut. Like Godsmack.
No results. Maybe it is him. I mean, anybody will sound good with that fucking reverb.
Definitely sounds like early Who, Beatles.
Yeah. This, I believe, is him. Maybe it's because he records it on such a shitty fucking little recorder.
It's got a lot of echo.
But he's probably singing through a pedal. This is terrible.
What are you waiting for?
All right, we're gonna get flagged if we keep playing it.
What? You think so? You think he's got like publishing and licensing and shit?
No,
set
just
up for
his
that?
YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
YouTube will flag us for their own content, but he probably doesn't have enough views for it to automatically happen.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
It just hasn't. You guys are fanboying hard for Dave. Yeah, Mike, we are. We love
I'm just
Dave.
really confused.
It's not. No. We definitely don't love him. Yeah, that was a me misspeaking. But just he's.
It's very intriguing, and just how like a crazy person can like. There have been times where like I didn't know how I was gonna fucking put food on the table. You know, and how is that guy just subsisting?
Yeah. Buying vape juice,
selling it for a massive profit,
having a nice enough phone to post up YouTube videos, and a really nice New York State flag.
Yeah, $30 Renegades hat.
Guys living the dream, and we're scraping our nickels together to get some ramen noodles.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's got new dentures.
Yeah. Chances are that's thanks to Obama.
The Christ was that?
That was probably me.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. He probably doesn't. He probably hates Obama. He's probably a big Trump fan.
There is no way.
But
there is no way that guy is a liberal.
Hold on. Saturday morning, no noise, just birds. It's a minute long. Let's see if there's anything fun on this one.
That's probably just birds.
Yeah.
I wonder if he can really record for a minute and not say anything. Is there video?
It's literally him just filming outside of his window of his apartment.
Oh, maybe we can figure out where he lives. So we know it's Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. We know for a fact that it's
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie because he said he's given out his like P.O. box number and shit, remember?
Yeah.
Now, the last time he was hanging out the window filming, he was...
Yeah, he was yelling about Jigaboo music.
Yeah,
Jigaboo
music.
We got to isolate that. just for the one time a year from now, then I can just drop that. Jigaboo music. Yeah, it seems like this is it.
Yeah, I mean, his latest videos, that's what it's been like. It's just been...
Could you imagine if he lives on like fucking College Avenue?
Oh my God! Yeah, he's like right around the fucking corner.
I mean, it does look like one of
while.
those fucking.
It does.
One of those houses that they split into 6 apartments.
Yep.
So I don't know.
He's got another one where it says it's dark outside.
Let's check that out too, I guess.
It's the same view.
It's
Same
just-
birds.
It's 2 minutes.
Somebody's smoking.
Oh God, here we go.
Somebody's smoking. I don't like the smell of smoke. Somebody's smoking. Through the trees over there, you can still see the last bit of the sun setting over there where I'm pointing. Kind of still see it.
All right. Well, so we get a slight
Sun
bearing
setting
on
way
it.
over there.
His rear window faces
Faces
south
the west.
southwest. I don't know how well that's going to help us, but this is a great video. Dude. Jesus Christ.
I just don't know what to do with them.
I feel like Adam's debating whether or not to turn this podcast off right now.
Yeah. I can't. I have no idea what his deal is. No fucking deal.
I don't know. We got to get him on the show.
We definitely do. I
No,
just
just
like
not
we
in
just
your
have to do
basement.
it somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to do the show somewhere else.
We've got to figure out something that he frequently does and try and just like catch him out in the wild.
Yeah.
You know, like that walkway thing. Like
He's on the walkway a lot.
Yeah.
He is on the walkway a lot. But I mean, he's unemployed, so he's probably on the walkway on like Tuesday at like 11 o'clock, where we're just never. I'm not. Yeah, it's mostly walkway over the Hudson stuff. He has a couple of videos about he's just holding up signs with shit written on them about some person, and that's pretty much it.
I bet you that's who that girl number 2, whatever the fuck her name was.
What do you mean?
That girl that he was bitching about.
Jacqueline
Jacqueline,
Glenn?
not Jacqueline Glenn. There was a person. It was a girl, and it was her name, and then a number 2.
Okay.
You remember that? She was probably on that app.
Oh, maybe.
In one of his first videos, you won't be able to find it.
I'm not going to go on Zello or anything like that.
No.
He's got shit for like this is. He had another one, and I can't find the video where he was dressed really nice, like a button-up collared shirt, and his hair was slicked back and everything, and he wanted to ask women question. And it was women's questions. He wanted to ask women questions, and it was the tip. What do you think he would ask? What questions do you think Dave G would ask? He wanted to know, like, and this is gonna kill me because again, it's in one of his, half dozen fucking YouTube channels. But it's he asked what color panties women wear. It can't be just white or brown. Like the next color he went to was brown or gray. It's got to be like
Who the fuck wears brown panties?
It's got to be like red or blue or green, and he just lists off like 13 fucking colors after that. And that was from like 3 years ago. That video. He's an enigma. I can't get enough of him. I don't think anybody else gives a shit about him, but I do. He's just this.
Yeah.
He's just a piece of Poughkeepsie that I can't seem to let go.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah, don't even bother looking.
Well, if anybody wants to check out some really cool videos from a really cool guy, check out Dave G.
Have you seen the new Terminator trailer?
No.
Terminator 6, Dark Fate.
Okay.
Starring Linda Hamilton.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How old is she now?
Fucking old? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even find Dave G anymore. There's a bunch of Dave G's. He used to be the first one that came up.
Type in Dave G. Poughkeepsie or Dave Grady Poughkeepsie, and then you'll find all kinds of stuff. Hey, Mike, you watching? How do you feel about the new Terminator
Hudson Valley
movie?
Guy 1. All right, well, I'd like to watch that trailer, but we're going to get tagged for it.
Are we?
Probably.
Even just the audio?
Probably.
Even quietly?
Maybe, if we talk over it.
So I'll turn it down.
That's the stuff that gets you.
The boom.
Yeah. Well, it's the score. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the fucking algorithm finds out.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure people have seen it. Just go on YouTube. It's on
Yeah.
there. Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Genesis was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that was silly.
Yeah, see, there's this new Terminator. It's like all nanotech and everything like that. It's of course
Yeah.
it's updated.
Well, I mean, that's
This
the
is
thing.
kind
It's
of
like
neat.
the
The Terminator skin can make
Yeah.
itself like
So-
a second, like a shell Terminator.
yes. Okay, so she's a Terminator too.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
A
they just
Terminator
took
also?
they just took the yes they just took the T1000 and updated it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
Here she is with her mom haircut.
yeah.
What kind of gun is that? Was that?
I don't know. Go back. That's
Oh,
a
that's
a Saiga 12 gauge with a drum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good weapon to go against a. So it's basically a T1000, except for it's the. You ever heard of that silver goo apocalyptic scenario?
Yeah. No.
Where you create nanomachines and then they get out of control and they just eat everything and create more of themselves.
No.
Yeah. The only movie that I can think of that used it was the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still, that terrible Keanu Reeves movie. It's awful.
You should let me go.
Awful movie.
I've never seen it. I
That's
just know
James
that one.
Cameron. That's
so
cool.
it's James Cameron and
Yeah.
Tim Miller, the guy who directed Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's some other form of Terminator.
Like in Salvation.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It looks like another Terminator movie to me.
Yeah. I wonder if John Connor's dead.
And there he is.
There we go.
The Governor himself is in it too.
Yeah. I mean, I got to say with Terminator Salvation, that was the only one that kind of like made sense that Arnold was still in it.
Yeah.
Cuz Terminator 3, it's like you look 30 years older. Like it looks terrible. It's fucking stupid.
So I'm not sure. I'm like,
So I'm guessing this is afterwards. John Connor's dead. She's another kind of Terminator. There's new Terminators.
but I
yeah.
thought Sarah Connor died.
She did. She died of cancer.
Yeah.
But with
I think what I think this is I don't think it's Terminator 6. I think it's Terminator 3. Like that's what it's supposed to be.
I don't think so.
Because of the James Cameron
No, because
attachment.
now with Terminator Genesis, they went back. Sarah Connor was never targeted. So Terminator 1 and like Terminator, this goes back before Terminator 1. You know what I mean?
This is so confusing.
I know it's confusing, but it's
because I have to watch Genesis again to
and you don't really want to.
No,
so I'll just,
you don't.
I'll fill you in. So in Genesis, they send a T-800 Model 101 Arnold Schwarzenegger back farther than the original movie, farther before Terminator 1.
Yeah.
And he picks her up as a kid. Her parents are killed. Sarah Connor is now training for the fucking apocalypse from 8 years old with a Terminator that whole time. Then when Kyle Reese comes back, she's already like, we're good. We knew you were coming. We're here to pick you up. Right?
Okay.
So that changes everything. So she potentially in this never had John Connor. Because, I mean, unless you believe in like some sort of fate, like they're not going to.
There's no fate, but they're
not
gonna
make. They're not going to make fucking pipe bombs, plastic explosives, and then do it in that hotel room. You know, it's the timeline's totally different. You have sex seconds apart from when you originally did. It's a different fucking person.
Mm-hmm.
So potentially, she never even had John Connor, or the war never happened until way later. she didn't travel all around the world with gorillas and get exposed to fucking Agent Orange or something, which gave her cancer.
What would movies do without time travel?
I don't know, man.
They would just end.
Yeah.
They would just end on the third one or the second one or whatever.
But now they can do whatever they want. They could be like all the other Terminator movies besides Genesis now no longer happen.
A la X-Men.
Yeah. Which is, it gives you a good reset.
And Terminator needed a hard reset, but I don't think this is going to bring it back. I think it's too far.
I wish the show did better.
Yeah,
the show was good.
Was in that, right?
Yeah.
Lena Headey?
Yeah.
Never watched it.
But like there was one point like she finds out that she dies of cancer, and she starts to suspect it's from fucking hanging out with Terminators that are nuclear powered.
Ah.
Yeah. So,
smart.
But in that one, they changed the timeline again because they needed to make it so that John Connor was 18 years old, but in present day. So in that one, after Terminator 2, they're thinking everything's fine. They're kind of living their lives. They're underground. And then a Terminator goes back and then brings them to the future. So they do like a time jump where nobody's looking for them. So they go from the late 90s to like 2016. And she's like, 9/11, what? Yeah. There's like a whole conversation with a guy that she's trying to like buy fake IDs from about how planes flew into buildings and shit. Yeah, so that was a cool concept. It was a great show. The guy that they had play the Terminator is fucking awesome. He's in The Walking Dead now. He was the cop in No Country for Old Men. The younger cop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah.
That guy, like fucking Dudley Do-Right.
Yeah, where he's just like, he was just here. Well, how do you know that? The milk's still sweating.
Oh, Sheriff! We just missed him. We gotta put it on APB. On what? A guy who just recently drank milk? Fuck, man. I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheriff! Fucking clown.
Yeah, but that was a really good show, and it's too bad. I mean, had it done well, maybe Game of Thrones would have looked a little different. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
can we talk about that? Are we allowed to talk about that now?
It's been. I mean, at this point, it's been a week now. Yeah.
I mean,
I can tell you, I'm not happy with the ending.
I'm not either. So a lot of people were, there was a lot of bitching. I read up a lot just because I was curious where everybody landed on it, like who felt good about it, who felt bad about it. And the general consensus seems to me is that it's not so much everybody's mad at how it ended.
It's just that it was
mad
shoehorned.
How we all got there.
Yeah.
Was fucking weird. Yeah. And I've watched so many friggin' like little YouTube videos and things like that. All the things that all the loose ends that never got tied up. Like the throne room with ashes everywhere and everything, and she touches the thing and like her premonition, they literally had icicles hanging off of the fucking. It just.
I think they originally.
I didn't realize what I was watching because it was so far away from the book. I didn't understand. I watched like season 7. I was like, God damn it, they're like cramming a ton of shit in here, and I knew they were far away from the book, but I just went with it because I figured, okay, they got a lot of shit to fill in.
Yeah.
And then I started researching, and then I found out that HBO offered 10 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
They said the writers were like, no fucking way. And then they said, how about 8? And the writers said, no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6, and that's it. I think that the writers were under the gun by HBO to produce a show to produce 10 episodes every year.
Yeah.
And quality episodes. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, George Martin, he's writing his books how he's writing his books. He can't give them information that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like, he told them what his ending was going to be, but he doesn't know how he's going to. He's not 100% sure how he's going to get there. He knows that he has to get there. He's just got to write the path. And he's like, hey, this happens. And they got to be like, all right, let's figure out a way there. And then also and this is what I think really ultimately ruined the show, is the guessing games that everybody plays on Reddit and fucking YouTube and everything like that. Oh, what does this mean? What's this going to happen? I predict that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So that means everybody's like, all of a sudden, wow, this is a great theory. This is a great theory. Well, the theory ends up being correct.
Yeah.
And now the writers are like, well, fuck, they figured it out.
Yeah.
But
do we go with it or do we not?
And I think what they did was they went against it.
Yeah.
Which ended up making it look fucking stupid.
So I'm not going to theorize about what happened because there's no one's ever going to know. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of documentary or something about the making of and what we were thinking. And
actually, it's on this Sunday.
Yeah,
but it's an HBO produced one. Blah 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 blah.
So
I hope
my
like
problem with it. So those last two episodes, should have been stretched out. The last 3 or 4, actually, I feel like should have been stretched out to 6 or 8 more episodes.
I think
and that's not just me wanting more. That's me saying this all felt really rushed and completely unnecessarily. And they could have done certain things going back just within this one season that would have made it seem not rushed.
Yeah.
And also, to me, certain things look like they were just trying to save money.
What do you mean?
Just by ending it when they did. And certain things like, and I've been complaining about it for years. They specifically said, we wrote the Direwolves out of the show because they were too expensive.
Yeah.
That sucks. Sorry. It's HBO. You have the fucking money. You know, all these goddamn people who wouldn't even be I'm not going to stay subscribed to HBO.
No.
They're going to lose probably 10%.
I mean, I know the guy that I steal, whose service I steal from, he's going to keep it.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you know,
but
that's if I was subscribing to HBO right now, I would imagine that I'd probably end up getting rid of it because it was the only. I mean, I watch a bunch of other shows on there, but
none of them are airing anytime soon.
None of them are airing anytime soon, and they're all kind of fizzling out. Veep is a show that I loved.
Yeah,
loved to my very core. Thought it was like incredibly fucking funny. But this last season's just been a fucking
I feel
dud.
the same way about Silicon Valley.
It's just ridiculous. Look at this motherfucker just shows up. How do you just walk in? Oh my God.
The show is fizzling. I'm coming. Have a seat.
Yeah, sit right there. Jesus. We were just talking about Game of Thrones.
Ending.
All right, so we didn't get that far into it. I'll give you a quick fill-in unless you're watching YouTube in your car.
Mike Bleakley's here. First of all, how'd you get in my house?
Your door's unlocked.
Okay.
But your door's open.
Oh, okay.
So we were just talking. Like, I feel like I don't think it was rushed, but it felt rushed, and some of the decisions, maybe this isn't true, felt like they made them for monetary reasons.
The first 3 seasons, you just see what's him, Sandor, Clegane, and Ara going up the King's Road. It took them 3 seasons to go from King's Landing to basically the Red Wedding, wherever that was, Moat Cailin.
Yeah.
And then in one fucking season, they go from King's Landing all the way to the Wall, or not even one day.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. It's like they just
yeah,
the hell out of it.
And the thing is, the argument could be made of. Yeah, it was over 3 seasons, but it was X amount of days.
Yeah.
You know, the war is over now. That could have been months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we do know how long it would normally take. It takes about a month to get from King's Landing to Winterfell.
Yeah.
Because that's how, I might be wrong on the timeline, but Cersei said something to the effect of, I've been in that damn carriage for a month.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was like the first episode or something like that. Sorry,
so and we could be fact checked on that or whatever, but it's not that long. It wouldn't take 3 seasons, except for the fact that the Hound was a wanted man.
Exactly.
So they did not take the King's Road for the whole thing.
Not
No,
yeah.
not the whole thing.
They just kind of
Yeah.
they probably skirted it. They ran through the woods and everything like that. Yeah,
They
sure.
did like a pantser move, just back and forth.
But they should have. It would have been so easy for them to say something to the effect of, now that I'm not wanted, it shouldn't take us too long to get there. Something, just something.
Well, here's
because a lot of people did complain about that, but that part didn't bother me as much as like, the main thing is that they should have shown a descent into madness for the Queen Daenerys.
Yeah,
no, they did it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. She's like, all right, fine, it's fear then.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's it?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing?
Yeah, let's just go kill millions of people.
And I was like, for me, it needed to be Jon or Arya, or I would have liked if Jaime killed her. I would have liked if Cersei died and then Jaime killed her.
That back to the witch, where she visited the witch. She said she told Cersei that her light, what was it? Her light would be distinguished by the when the hands of the Valonqar wrap around your throat or something like that.
Yeah.
Valonqar is like an old word for, or was it Valerian or something like that? I can't remember, but it was another word for sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm on too much vape juice right now.
I honestly.
So I mean, I guess
I honestly think the ending of that is Matthew. I don't know how many people have read the. Have you read the books?
No, I have no time for that.
Matthew actually had a good thing. Matthew had a good theory saying that Jaime would absolutely kill Cersei.
Yeah.
But then Aegon, not Jon.
Mm-hmm.
Jon has a different name. I'm convinced has a different Targaryen name.
Yeah.
Aegon, Daenerys' brother, who's still alive in the books.
Yeah.
Matthew is just like, I think he takes King's Landing, and him and Daenerys fight, and that's what drives her insane.
Yeah.
Is the
That
fight
would've
against
been-
her brother, and
Yeah.
then they demolish the city.
Yeah.
During that fight, he maybe gets killed, and then Jon definitely does kill her. I would imagine that Jon
There you
kills
go.
her.
That's one other season, 10 full episodes each other season. So that's perfect.
That's why it just feels to me like they were like, I think we've peaked with our investment, and it's just like it doesn't matter if people are a little pissed. It doesn't matter if we go on another season, it's going to start to fall off.
That's what I was trying to get at before with them just saying no to 10 seasons, no to 8 seasons, and just being like, what was this season? Was this season 8? Yeah.
Season 8.
Saying no to 10 episodes, then saying no to 8 episodes, then saying 6 is it. I think they were just tired of it. I think they were tired of writing. They were tired of being under the pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm fucking wrong,
Well,
but
these
this has
guys
got all the makings of somebody who just doesn't want to fucking do the project anymore and just like
Benoff and Weiss are absolute geniuses, because if you right before every season started, I replayed every season before that. So like season 8, I watched 1 through 7 right before season 8 came out, and watching those, you realize there's like little.
How do you have time for that?
I have weekends free.
Okay.
Sometimes. But you notice like little nuggets and quips from season 5 that relate to season 1, and like they go back and forth all the time. So these guys are sitting there like doing their diligence, their research, and they're this was my issue with the ending though, but I'll get to that in a second. They're doing their diligence, just checking to see, you
got to put something at the beginning about spoilers.
Oh
yeah, I should put spoilers what I'm going to say pretty soon. But they know their stuff. They know their shit. They probably are running. They were probably running out of ideas, so they're like, let's just end it. Let's just
and
that's
that's
not going to get any better.
It's fine. I appreciate that, but they could have taken this exact same storyline and stretched it over even 2 more episodes, and people wouldn't have been as pissed as
No,
they
not
are.
at all.
I think if they just made 10 episodes, I think because season 7 was only 8 episodes, right?
Exactly.
If they did 10 episodes season 7, 10 episodes season 8, it probably would have worked out
And
okay.
they really could have they really could have dropped the length of some of the episodes to save that money. I mean, like that battle scene was pretty awesome, but it's the longest one ever in any.
The Long Night, the greatest threat to Westeros, and it lasted
One episode.
Yeah. Like, you could have dragged that out 2-3 episodes.
I mean,
easy.
The
and
thing,
it would have been perfect.
I liked how abruptly it ended because it made it kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
I liked that. I was good right up until then. I would have also liked to see, you know, the White Walkers marching south.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, see them lose Winterfell.
Just retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a fan theory at one point, too.
Yeah, and I would have liked to have seen that. But especially because, like you said, the premonition thing with the icicles, the iron. Yeah.
There's a lot of signs that point to those fuckers make it pretty far south.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have been.
You know, I would have liked to have seen a moment where they did actually join forces and then won and then turned on each other.
Like, the instant the war was over between the White Walkers, they just, like, were right next to each other fighting, and then all of a sudden the last Walker's dead, and they just go, "Nyeh," and then go after each other. Like, they're like, just don't miss a
like
beat.
if Cersei had some sort of a plan, you know, as soon as the battle's over,
kill them all.
50% of our troops are actually hidden over here.
That's the thing. Cersei has a plan. Cersei usually has a plan. I mean, you know, using the human shield kind of thing, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's her character. But she wouldn't just... She's not so insane that she thinks she's going to win all the time. She does. She is scared. As many times in the book, she is scared.
Yeah, exactly.
And has realized she made the wrong fucking move.
The milk of the poppy, where she almost gave it to her youngest son during the Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah,
like,
she thought she was going to die.
Yeah. She makes mistakes, but she also is not. She's a lot smarter by this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I mean, it
was just weird.
It just wasn't enough. The pieces were all there. There wasn't enough lead up to her going crazy. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
I said and Amy can verify this. I said this maybe 2 to 3 episodes from the end. I was like, how cool would it be if Jon kills her or Jaime kills her because she went crazy because her father went nuts.
Yeah.
You know, so she has that in her potentially. So what if she just... You can picture her saying burn them all, and she's got a fucking dragon.
Yeah, why not? Why not go that way?
So I was thinking that it was going to... One of my theories, which I think would have been really cool, and I was trying to give Jaime more credit than he ultimately deserved. But I would have liked to see the fact that he snuffed Brienne only to make sure that she wouldn't follow him.
Yeah.
And that he was actually going to kill his sister.
I think that was a possibility at one point.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what he thought originally before he went on his little road trip.
Or if he got her out and said, we're not doing this together, I'm just trying to save my son, my child.
Yeah.
You know, I'm done with you. You're insane. I'm bringing you to Bravos. And my family's going to live its life out there, and we're never going to see each other again. That would have been kind of a cool ending if Cersei survives. People would have been fucking pissed.
Oh, they would have been furious.
Yeah.
And part of me like.
But it would have been a great storyline.
Hell yeah.
But I would have been less pissed than what actually did happen. Like, Cersei, I don't care about dying. Honestly, I knew that was going to happen, or at least in some shape or form. But it was the very end, and this has been brought up in the first season. Azor Ahai was the prince that is promised. And if you go on YouTube, there's like a whole bunch of people that break down every single episode. It's like almost an hour long, the same as the episode. And they'll talk about, oh, well, this, they did this because it's symbolism for that. And this one guy, Alt-Shift-X, plug for that guy. He's really good.
Oh, yeah, I know. I actually
on YouTube. Yeah,
heard of him.
he talks about Azor Ahai in every single episode that he does because they mention it in almost every single episode. And my thought of what was going to happen, and I knew I was dead set, like I was going to place money on this. I was talking to my 2 coworkers that watch this show. How is the ending going to happen? And my thought was Drogon was actually going to kill Jon after Jon shoved a blade into Daenerys. Because Jon is only half Targaryen, so Daenerys can survive the fire, but not a stab to the heart. But Jon will burn and die, just like as in the prophecies where Azor Ahai shoving a blade into his lover, and then you see him engulfed in flames. Now, how they would write it, I don't know, but that was my theory is how it was going to end.
Yeah.
Because Jon surviving, I wasn't expecting him to live at all.
Yeah.
I was getting sent to the fucking Night's Watch. What's the point? There's nothing to. There's no need for a wall. There's no need.
Yeah, they made peace with the wildlings.
What's the point of the wall?
There's no more Night King.
It was like these guys.
I think it's just
Yeah.
the thing is, they built that wall hundreds of years beforehand.
Thousands,
and nothing has happened for thousands of years.
Yeah.
So
But that's
maybe rebuild the wall just in case.
But that's the same
Yeah,
as,
because
like,
it's gonna take you 150 years to fucking fix that.
But that's the thing, like
just to keep the wildlings out.
Yeah.
Because
now we're going back into winter.
But that's something that wasn't that's another thing that also wasn't explained. How was the first night, the first long night survived?
Yeah.
How did Westeros survive that? The first men survived
wow.
the first long night.
Well,
that was never answered.
There is a prequel being made.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
think there's going to be.
watch it.
But
I
here's
think there's
the
going to be
thing.
more. I think they're going to do a prequel, and I think they're going to make a huge mistake and do a movie that will be a sequel to this.
Yeah, you can't make a movie.
It's
going to
be a 3-hour. Well, it'll be on HBO. It's not going to be in the theaters, but it's going to be like a 3 or maybe a mini series, like 3 2-hour parts or something like that.
Last I heard, they had 5 different prequels or 5 different spin-offs.
What was this, like
happening?
Avengers?
2 of them were like definite.
Yeah.
This is like HBO's version of Avengers, where they have like TV shows coming out, like
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Yeah,
and
Shield.
And then just see how it goes.
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
I would like to see, and I think we've talked about this off the show, but I would like to see a rewind back to the war with when Robert Baratheon fucking marched.
Yeah, Robert's
on
Rebellion.
That'd be great,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and I would love to see him just painted in a really dark light, because that guy's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He really is.
Well, I mean, he is, but I mean, he's not like. You got again the books, like he's
well,
not,
I haven't read the. I'm only going off the show, so that this is going to go off. It's going to go off the show. But the thing is, like I forget who said it, but somebody said he started a war because a girl didn't love him.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us.
He started a war because his betrothed was kidnapped and raped, and I'm quotes.
Yeah,
most of us we go on drinking binges.
But
Some of us do drugs.
But
or bang other women.
he
starts a
probably
war.
was under that impression. But how great would it be to write that character as someone who was obsessed with a girl and believed that story to be true, and it's not, because there's like a fucking stalker doesn't think they're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think it's completely normal and just like, well, I don't understand why you just don't love me back. You know?
It's like he
And
was
they
also
start wars.
It was yeah, it was a big
But
thing.
but what I'm talking about is, like, I haven't read the books,
Yeah.
and it's obviously way off the rails. So I'm saying that they could write that based on that. Who the fuck said that? Somebody said that in one of the recent episodes.
The fat guy. I forgot his name.
I don't know.
Sam.
Oh yeah.
He said that in the show, and you could base that character off of that one line. And I think that's way more interesting.
What was the
than-
line again? Give me the line
he
again.
started a war. Robert started a war because a girl didn't love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Sam that said that. He's the intellect in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just went back to them being young, you even fucking tagged the actor that played Ned Stark.
Scene Bean.
Yeah. Well, no, wouldn't be him because he's old now.
Oh,
yeah,
the young
one,
guy.
The one that played him in the
young
pre,
guy.
like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he was the younger version.
He was a dead
This is
ringer
where
for
it
him.
ends.
He was
sounded
a
like
dead
a Beatle.
ringer for him too.
Yeah.
He looked good for the part,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he sounded like Ringo. This is where it ends.
What's that song?
Hey, shut your mouth.
Oh my God! Now you're going back way up on a few.
But yeah, that
few
would be a
seasons.
good. That's a Greek fucking tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a war over miscommunication, and then every the girl dies, and
And then eventually a dragon burns up King's Landing. Like
Yeah.
that wouldn't have happened.
yeah.
Like none of that shit would have happened
Mhm.
had they not done it.
No dragon, no dragon.
Yeah, well,
In Robert's
no,
Rebellion.
y-
Oh, in
but
the-
now
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
of that
Yeah,
led to
yeah.
that. She sure as shit wouldn't have been across the pond
There's this great
getting dragons for gifts
There's
at her
this-
fucking wedding.
There's this great moment in the book with Rhaegar and John Connington, who is like his confidant. John Connington is like
That's a terrible name because I just think of John Connor from Terminator.
Is it
John
Connington? It's
Connor.
Coddington.
It is
I
Coddington.
think it's Coddington, and he's the he was they were a noble house in the Crown Lands, and he was like confidant to Rhaegar, and Rhaegar had this big plan he alludes to this big plan that he has in place that he mentions to Connington right before he rides out to the Trident to meet Robert Baratheon for the last time. And he said we had so many plans and so many things to do. And then he pauses, and then it was just like, well, I guess all that doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He had this whole. It is alluded to the fact that he had this entire plan set in place to start a coup against his own father.
So he's like Littlefinger back in the day.
No, but he yes.
He knew his father was crazy.
He knew his father was insane, and he knew that he could win the people back, and still
because
keep.
There's never really been like anyone saying that Rhaegar was nuts.
Not one. Well, they all say he raped and killed
Yeah.
Lyanna, so they
But
assumed
that's
he
just
was
to-
insane, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He
He loved her.
Obviously got annulled and everything instead of just killing them because he
Mhm.
could do
Yeah.
that if he wanted to.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
could've-
he was a decent human. He was a decent person.
Yeah, he
and
used
he
to,
had.
like, sing and-
I think that he had a plan in place to retake everything and then keep it in the Targaryen name and unite the North and the South and like actually create a peaceful kingdom. But
Yeah.
he some northern girl made his dick wiggle, and that's that.
There's you ever have that moment where you're thinking about something and then it like kind of goes to another level and a different level and it kind of zigzags backwards and then you realize, how did I get to this? Like you start thinking about, what kind of bed sheets I want to get, and then the next thing you realize you're talking about, what kind of waffle iron do you want to buy?
Yeah.
So then you're trying to think back. All right, let's go back. How did I get to this? Oh, I thought about this and the drapes, and then you go, just doing weird connections, and then you go, oh, it's because I started talking about this.
Huh.
The whole entire show was based off of a lie.
Yep.
It started because of a lie. King's Landing was completely fucking destroyed by a dragon because a guy could not handle getting, ghosted by another woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you just like link it all back, and you're like, man, this guy was so pissed.
Yeah,
He
and
started
there's-
a war which
it's-
killed millions of
Yeah,
people. The
there's
dragons and all.
and it killed untold amounts of people during that war.
Oh yeah,
and then you had 30 years of peace.
It was
that,
after Rhaegar. It was in the book. I think it's 13. In the show, it was 17 years.
Because they didn't want Dany to be 13 and topless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I heard. That yeah, she was like a young.
She's like,
kid.
by now in the books, she's probably like 15, 16
Oh
maybe.
jeez.
Same as John's.
Well, they're all young in that show. In the
John's
books.
like 14. I think he's like a few months older than her or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad they upped the
So
ages.
basically, it was in the show.
But in the
It-
but in
you're
the
talking-
books, like in the books, if you're 16, you're a
adult.
soldier.
You're
You're
grown up.
pretty much an adult
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
16, killing people.
Yeah.
That's Loras, the Knight of Flowers. He's
Mm-hmm.
16 in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look at it weird as 13 and 14-year-olds, but then
Yeah,
you
I
go
think
to
they
like
just
Alabama or something, and
It,
they're
it
like,
makes sense that they wouldn't want to do that in the show.
Yeah,
like
it makes
even
perfect
because it's totally legal to like the person that plays her is, however, probably like 25.
Mhm.
If the character is
Yeah, it's
underage, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But it weirds people out.
No, for sure.
So so that's probably the only reason that they extend. So realistically, even in the show, she was born right before the war ended, right?
She was like she pretty much was born on I think she was born on Dragonstone, like immediately after King's Landing fell.
Yeah, some
like they
bullshit
were
like
like
that.
on their way out the door as she was.
Yeah, so
being
we're
born.
talking Robert Baratheon's reign was 16, 17 years in the show.
Uh-huh.
yeah, 17 years.
So
of peace.
even then, he's
Here's
I
the
mean-
thing: peace, because the Greyjoys rebelled shortly after that.
Yeah,
because now they're like, they got their balls about them because the Targaryens are gone and that's divided. There were a couple more squabbles.
so it's
that
probably
happened, so it wasn't
only
completely
a
peaceful.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, their
Yeah.
version of peace. It's kind of like in Phantom Menace where they're like, "Oh, you were supposed to bring balance to the Force." Well, yeah, he is because it's only Jedi's that are existent
Yeah.
now. So you think there's going to be balance when there's really a tipping. They're tipped to one side. Great.
Spoiler alert.
The movie came out 20 years ago today or yesterday.
Oof.
Saturday, May 25th.
20 years ago today, we started the downward spiral that is
Yeah.
Star Wars, the Star Wars universe.
It's going to get better.
I think so.
Yeah.
Except
All right,
for
I really
Solo,
have to
that's
pee.
not-
If you guys want to power through, that's fine, or we can take a quick break.
I don't know. I mean, we're like fucking hour 24. I wasn't looking.
I'm
to
just
go
gonna
that far.
I'm just gonna pee, and then we'll
All right, we'll
wrap it
power
up.
through.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I booked it. I booked
I'll
it to
pee,
get
and then
here.
we'll wrap it up.
But going back to Game of Thrones. It was just it was a letdown, and we're doing exactly what I'm kind of against doing but the thing is, if you're which is just coming up with possible conclusions.
Yeah.
You know, coming up with thoughts, theories and everything like that. It's great just among friends shooting the shit. But when millions of people are watching
there's
the
like
show,
a million
and then
petitions.
there's thousands of people have their theories, and then hundreds of people are putting their theories on the internet. Now it's probably not even hundreds; it's probably thousands of people are putting their theories on the internet. Somebody's gonna fucking hit the bullseye.
Yeah.
And the thing with me is, I don't give a fuck about the ending. I give a fuck about the story. I never once was just like, oh, I bet you this is gonna happen. In my head, I'm like, it'd be cool if they did this, but maybe they won't.
Yeah.
I'm telling George to tell me the story.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sit here and wait for the story.
Yeah, I think
and it does suck that he's taking so fucking long.
Well, wasn't one of his books almost done? One of the last ones almost finished?
He's from what I keep reading was The Winds of Winter was done, but he decided to write both of them at the same time, kind of like he did with book 4 and 5.
And isn't he writing another?
He's written other shit in between.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's written a whole bunch of other stuff in between where it's like
Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a
you
fantastic
got
read. It's a bunch of short story kind of things. Is that you or me?
No, it was me. I got bill collector.
It's like a bunch of short stories about Aegon the Fourth or Aegon the Fifth, and Sir Duncan the Tall.
Holy shit!
Who was a hedge knight who became a Kingsguard. This was hundreds of years, 100 so years ago. And it was fantastic. It's great, and it's all him. He just wrote it because I think probably he needed a break from writing the same fucking,
Well, yeah, you need a palate cleanser in between because I have a few stories that I'm writing right now, scripts that I want to get out on paper to sell, and I'll just jump back every once in a while from one to the other because you need to focus, and there's only so much Adderall in this world that you can take. Before
How do you like that stuff?
Adderall?
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my god. All right, let's see. I
never tried it before.
No, I get it. I have a friend who kind of all right, you need this every once in a while. And so I get a pill, and it's you cut it in quarters or something. I'm not popping 10 pills a day or anything. It's only a quarter of a pill to
you
wake
cut it
my
a few
ass
times until it's a fine powder, and then you snort it.
No, I'm not that guy. No, I take a quarter of a pill
and then
once.
you take a quarter of a Ritalin, and you mash it together. And
No,
they call
but
it Ritterall. It's really good.
When I go to my job, as soon as I walk in the door, it's you're on. You have 10,000 things to do right away, and they all have to be done within an hour and a half. So for me, coffee's just not cutting it. So I'll take one if I had a long night, I couldn't sleep, or I had a migraine or something, or I just really can't focus that day, and it kind of helps me power through it. And yeah, there's only so much Adderall you can take before you're kind of I need a palate cleanser to write different shit.
It's one of those things where I don't think I would ever develop a problem with it, but
no.
I have trouble sleeping. I have low energy. I'm in my past my mid 30s at this point. So I just feel like it would be I have so much to do, it would really just help. If I got to get up at 8, I can't do shit for 2 hours.
Yeah,
my brain does not fucking work at all before 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. So, and the Kratom has helped, but it's really expensive. And it's not instant. And if you take as much as I need right now for my inflammation, pain, and waking up, you're high for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do
So,
that. I've done that.
yeah.
I did that before. And, you're like, oh, I need a pill to function. It's no, you don't need a pill to function.
No,
but
it's
every
just-
once in
it's
a
a
while,
bump.
it helps.
Yeah.
It's like Advil or Aleve, where it's oh, my knees fucking hurt. Let me take a couple of these in a half hour. I'll be able to function, if it's raining or crappy out.
Well, anyway, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. I just never talked to anybody who's actually
like,
taken it.
I actually want to jump in. I'm like, I've never been good with like prescription type shit, like pharmaceutical fucking drugs where you take like, oh, you can take a Vicodin and then have a beer and then go out for a night on the town.
Man.
I'd be like, I'd take the Vicodin, drink the beer, and then go on a night of town, and you'd find me in a ditch, asleep after I've puked my brains out.
That's happened.
I just don't. I don't handle that kind of. I don't.
You can't even take Benadryl.
The last time when I was in for my gallbladder, man, they had to keep me for like 6 hours because I kept my fucking oxygen levels kept just tanking
just like,
from the anesthetic.
So you're not breathing, and that's a problem.
They had a monitor.
So let's put
on
some
me
more meds in him.
When my blood oxygen level went below 80%,
holy shit,
it would go off. I kept like I'd be
that's death.
That's
You're
like
blue.
emphysema.
You're as blue as your shirt.
Yeah, I'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden I'd be like, I feel dizzy, and then all of a sudden, weep, 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 and then I had to, you remember that thing I brought on the breathing thing? Yeah, I'd have to breathe into that.
Did you ever make a bong out of it?
No,
damn it!
I think I threw it out. It's plastic. But I'd breathe into it.
We're
for
not like
a little
teenagers
while.
anymore.
I'd breathe into it I'd breathe in for a little while, and then I was fine. And then 5-10 minutes later, just take a fucking thing. I get dizzy, and then all of a sudden I'd have
because
to do the thing
your
again.
fucking medulla was
Medulla
a
oblongata.
little bit sedated.
Yeah.
And they were
Because
like,
when they put you into surgery, they intubated you probably, right?
What do you intubated?
They put a tube down your throat.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because when you're like fully out,
They put
for
me fully out.
for a surgery like that, they put a tube down your throat and
So
you hook you up to
They
the
had to
breathing
do that
machine.
to me for my knee surgery.
Yeah.
Because they give you that the milk of amnesia. No, that's like the nickname. It's milk of amnesia is what it's.
That's the name of this episode.
Sodium pentothal or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a white substance.
That's the stuff that killed Michael Jackson.
Yep, they give it to you for surgeries. When I got my knee surgery, they gave that to me, and they had to tube me. They had to intubate me because I was losing, I don't know, breathing ability to live.
Dude, 80% is so bad.
It was like 80 or 85, maybe. I mean, 85.
But
might
do
be
you
more
remember?
realistic.
I won't say her, but a coworker of ours, her father was and like
Okay.
they were worried about him at 92.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anything in like the 90s is.
Yeah, you should be at like the 100% is a normal person walking around.
They kept just like they kept going. We don't know why. Are you not breathing? Like, what are you doing?
Are you
I'm
holding
like,
your breath like a child?
I'm like, I'm breathing normal. I'm breathing. I'm doing exactly what I do, which
I'm
makes
holding
me
my
think
breath
of maybe
until
I'm
I
like
get my Vicodin.
maybe I'm a shallow fucking breather. I don't
No,
know.
I'm thinking that you just like got in your own head and just like, am I breathing? Am I breathing? Am I breathing now? I don't.
Am I breathing?
I
now?
feel like I'm breathing. Oh my God, I'm not breathing.
But that was it. And then they were like, you need to just stay here until you can breathe right. And that turned into just time.
I'm surprised they didn't ask you, how many gummies did you have before you came into surgery?
I came out of the.
I was a little worried about the surgery, so I had 6 edibles.
By the way,
1,500 milligrams of THC.
FYI, have you had edibles yet? I know you're not much of it.
I will try edibles. I just don't like to smoke weed. That's the main thing.
You shouldn't try.
No, but
No.
I'll like do a very small dose.
But the
the
edibles-
reason that I don't like weed is because I don't like smoking weed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So that's fine.
It smells terrible. It feels like shit, and I'll only get the gumption up to try it when I'm already drinking. So
Good
I
word.
always throw up.
That's a good word. Gumption.
Yeah.
Gumption.
So
gotta
yeah, I
And
would
you have to do
probably
the
like if you
hand.
hit if you hit me at noon on a Saturday when I haven't had a single drink, I would try like a vape pen.
Okay.
But I don't know. It just doesn't really appeal to me. But I think an edible, I would do that.
Oh, I tried.
Yeah.
I went to one of the dispensaries in Massachusetts a few weeks ago.
And you ate it in Massachusetts and didn't come back to New York.
Yeah,
correct?
until you were stone cold sober.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There
But
you go.
You need to sign a waiver before you leave this, by the way.
but I got a small container of watermelon edibles, and I was like, oh, let me try this because I've never really had an edible before. I wanted to see what it was like. So the thing about edibles is you have to eat one and then wait. Yeah. You can't. It's
2 hours.
Yeah. So
say this.
But I can't drink during that whole time.
The safest no, because you'll be.
I don't want to do that at all. Then
so
ruin you.
Well, I made the mistake. I ate one, waited an hour, and I'm like, this is shit, man.
2 hours is the number.
Yeah, I took 2 after that, so I
Bad
had 3
boy.
in me.
Bad boy.
And
Rookie mistake.
And I'm sitting in my chair in my apartment in Massachusetts, and, and I'm sitting, and all of a sudden I'm like, I need to get something to eat because you sit. It's 3 hours have gone by, and I'm pretty much doing nothing. I'm like, I need to get something to eat. I stand up, and then all of a sudden it was a warm hug. And I pulled a Homer Simpson. I went, oh yeah, here we go.
I was picturing a Simpsons reference too, but it was the time when they were stuck on the life raft and he was listening to the kids' headphones, and it was like, honey, honey, oh shit, and it was like, as the batteries die.
This was more like my cognitive abilities were at full function. Everything was fine. Just my whole body was just like, you just pretty much just put icy hot all over my body. And the after effects, you're just like, oh man, this is fucking awesome. And then I went to my computer in Massachusetts and just watched like a whole bunch of comedy
on the free internet.
On the free internets of Massachusetts. Just watched like a whole bunch of Comedy Central clips, and I went, okay, I can get behind this.
We're going back to the gallbladder thing. When I first came out of anesthesia, I woke up when I finally had my wits about me, because it took me a while apparently, and I just said to the nurse, she's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, and there was a couple people around, like, just setting me up, putting in my IV, setting up the bed, making sure this and that was, my vitals were okay and everything. I'm like, did I feel? I'm cold. I'm really cold. They're like, you're not cold. You got blankets on you. You're okay. It's just, it's the anesthesia. I'm like, no, I'm really cold. And they're like, all right, let's see if we can get you another blanket. So they put me another blanket on me. I'm like, I'm really cold. And then I started shaking, like hypothermic fucking shaking.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
And they're like, and they got me a blanket that pumps hot air. It's like an air blanket.
Yeah, it's what they give people with hypothermia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what they did. They gave me a hypothermia blanket.
When they drag all those,
just fine after that.
Yeah. When they drag all those,
that was
chuds.
Before the fucking oxygen shit was going on too.
Yeah, that blanket is what they give all those chuds that they drag out of the Hudson River during the winter. That are like, look, I could surf an ice floe, or I can jump off the walkway, and
I just imagine, like, Brooke, did they say what's going on? Poor constitution.
He didn't have it in him.
They said you have the strength of a marginally strong baby.
I need to be cuddled.
They're probably like, this motherfucker's gonna die from gallbladder surgery. That's never happened.
It's laparoscopic too.
Even when we were like sawing people open, literally sawing people open, that didn't happen.
There's no way he has an infection. This doesn't make any sense.
That's what makes me laugh. Is during surgeries they'll be, you watch a surgery or you hear about a surgery on a TV or watching a movie or something like that, and like, oh, it's freaking easy, not a problem. And then you go see a doctor for an ailment or something, and they go, so this could potentially kill you. Not the surgery, the after part.
Yeah.
Like I've had 2 knee surgeries, and each time the doctor's like, so there is a chance you could die. And I'm like, it's a fucking tendon. What are you talking about? And like, well, the problem is you can get blood clots in your leg because you're not moving your leg around, and there's no circulation. So a blood clot could form in your leg and then go up into your heart or your brain.
But we can't put you on blood thinners because we just cut you open.
Yeah. And every time I'm sitting there going, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. Like, I'm freaking out, and then they just, put the milk of amnesia in me, and I'm like, all right, fuck.
Here I go.
Let's do this.
I'm putting off the knee thing. I think I can.
Josh Homme from the lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age. That's how he almost died. Like Clockwork, the album. That was based on him almost dying from. He got knee surgery, and because of all his years of abusing his body, he got MRSA. You got
you get MRSA.
Staph or MRSA, I can't remember either.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. So he got staph, and almost died. Like they literally, like the doctor said to him, it was touch and go there for a second. He was in the hospital for months.
Yeah, he probably had like a antibiotic resistant whatever.
Yeah, well, we all have MRSA on us in some.
Yeah, but your
body
can fight it off.
Yeah, it's usually in our nasal passages.
Just took a beating over the years from all the cocaine. Cocaine.
Cocaine?
I love the coca.
Oh no. No, that's why I kind of staved off drugs and everything, even though I'm not allowed to technically run anymore because my doctors, both of them, said don't do it ever again. So I'm trying to do like other avenues, and that's why I'm drinking smart water.
Yeah, smart water.
You shouldn't drink
smart water drinkers water.
Drink regular water.
I needed something. Well, today we spent the girl and I spent the day biking on the rail trail. So we needed a water bottle that had like a little.
Oh, okay.
Squeezy
Yeah,
thing.
as long as you were doing it for that.
my
Those
turn.
reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan's got to go pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know? I learned this from Your Mom's House podcast. They had a water sommelier on. This guy.
I believe it, and I would watch it. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Just water sommelier, Your Mom's House podcast. They had him on like a couple of times.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Because
Like,
every water tastes different.
Yeah.
Like,
and he was talking about like he doesn't drink tap water, he doesn't drink filtered water, he drinks bottled water that's from springs from around the world. But he was talking about they had bottles of water in his restaurant that are like $100.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
And he said that the best ones that you can buy, like in the store, Fiji is one of the top ones.
I hate Fiji.
You don't like Fiji? It has a very high silica content. Apparently,
it tastes.
It feels
slippery.
It feels wet. It
It
feels wetter than regular water. It's very weird.
It tastes like it has something attached to it that makes like lube or I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
It tastes like it's
lubed
lubed almost.
silica.
Yeah, I just can't drink. I used to like it, but I didn't.
Smart water is distilled, and then they add electrolytes.
Yeah,
which is just salt.
Which is what plants crave.
They just add salt. Yeah, it craves electrolytes.
No, yeah, that's why I needed that.
Yeah.
I don't like Gatorade
so,
anymore.
yeah, but the funny thing is, Gatorade is mostly just sugar.
Yeah,
and the
high levels of vitamins.
The electrolytes in Gatorade. LA tap water has more electrolytes than Gatorade.
LA tap water is super duper 100% processed like multiple
That's what I'm
times.
saying. That stuff, it's filtered. This is distilled.
Yeah.
So you take everything out of it and you just have hydrogen and oxygen, and that's it. And then they add salt back to it, and then they call it smart water with electrolytes.
Yeah.
There are more electrolytes in filtered poughkeepsie tap water than in that, because they're just adding a little bit of salt.
There's a by my job, I work right next to a CVS, and they sell, and it's only CVS, so a nice shameful plug to them, or shameless, whatever you want to say. They sell this thing called lava water. It's just like Fiji. It's in a square container, really tall, but it's like the best water I've had because it has like a bite to it.
Yeah, that's probably sulfur.
Yeah, like it's kind of like Poland Spring, but with Poland Spring, it's you just came in on a weird conversation about water. By the way,
no, we're talking about water.
With Poland Spring, it's like that, but the problem I have with Poland Spring is leave it in your car on a hot, sunny day.
It's the plastic that's the problem.
Yeah,
not so much the water.
Yeah. That sickness, like cold you get after drinking old water.
Yeah, but lava water's awesome. I love it.
I was just talking about the water sommelier on Your Mom's House. How much I learned from that. He said, he was like, Poland Spring is great. It's spring water. They don't filter it. They don't do anything. They just UV.
It's just spring water from multiple sources.
Yeah, they UV treat it. But that being said, they have destroyed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of farming communities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Poland Spring, they're a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
They go, oh, well, we only take, basically they go, it's rained X amount, and that's the only amount that we take. So we're not actually taking away from the spring downstream. We're only taking away, and it's just like, yeah, but before you came, like, we had that water too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is why I was a little hesitant about getting this today, but I needed something because Smart Water is made by Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They also make Daizani. They represent Daizani, and Daizani, going back to LA, they take the water from the reservoirs, like Lake Mead or stuff like that. They take all that water that's dedicated for the people of Los Angeles and all like the surrounding counties, and then filter it and then sell it to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're in a drought. Summer, you're in a drought. Here, buy this water.
Yeah,
but isn't this
you're
our
drinking your
water?
own fucking,
you're buying your own fucking water. Yeah. And then you can't use your own water in your house because we're
and
empty.
Then there's the fucking bottle that's barely recyclable. It's a whole fucking
I have a big old Nalgene bottle. that I use when I go on like hikes or something, and that thing's been around for years.
Yeah,
It's
if
fallen off
I
cliffs
buy
and
a
taken
bottle
away.
of water, I make it a point to use it at least like 15 times.
Yeah.
Before I
Oh yeah,
recycle
this has been
Yeah.
refilled twice already today. Yeah. There's there's some tap water in here, but whatever.
But I've been using just like like you could use this bottle.
Yeah.
People would look at you kind of weird while driving, but
The what is it? The old school Coke bottles with the real sugar. You can get them in some stores around here. They look like
Yeah, the
actual
glass bottles.
yeah, the glass bottle. They look like actual beer bottles. So every once in a while, I'll be driving down the road drinking that, and I just see someone staring at me from the other lane. I'm like, it's soda.
Those boiling root beer bottles.
Yeah,
too?
the boiling one. Yeah, the ones that look
my
like they're
favorite
actual
thing
booze.
at the restaurant is when they get like a root beer, and it's for a little kid.
Yeah.
and it just looks like he's chugging it.
He's just chugging away at granddad, acting like he's hammered. This is God.
I do want to go back to one thing we were talking about before about
Sure.
like being totally engrossed in a project and then just having to do something else. Today, this is not asked for. It's unbeknownst to him, but I'm designing a Hudson Valley Hank logo because I think he deserves one.
Dude.
And it's not done. That's why I didn't bring it.
Oh,
But I just like today. I was like, I just need to do something
need
different for
something.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just think of
Something fun.
the Bernie logo
yeah,
with the hair.
you could do that.
That's what I'm doing.
Born and raised in the second greatest valley in the world.
Now I gotta.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get him. And now I gotta put a song together.
See,
You just
So,
gave me a project
oh, and
by
you
taking a
guys-
break.
So next week I will have some proofs, and I want to know what you think, and then we'll shop it to Hudson Valley Hank.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you guys started the show, you were talking about Dave G.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm not going to
He's-
harp back on it.
Yeah.
That guy actually, he did that stop supporting Jacqueline Glenn
Yeah.
hashtag. So I was like, who the fuck is this Jacqueline Glenn? So I was
And
like,
it's like, why hasn't she done porn yet?
yeah. And I'm
This
like,
is ridiculous.
and I'm thinking she's butt ugly. She's just like a butterface or something. You know what? I click on it and I watch it. I'm like, you're gorgeous.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
and now
she's
he's just
smart.
like,
I mean,
now he's
when I
right
watched-
on board.
Yeah.
When
But
I
she's
watched her
smart.
videos, I
She's-
thought the same
yeah.
thing. I just didn't make a fucking YouTube video out of
Yeah.
it.
She's extremely smart. She's very well educated. I mean, I'm not saying I've watched every one of her videos, but she has a very poor choice of men, I've noticed. But she's witty. She has like a nice personality. She's beautiful. And I'm watching this going, I have to thank Dave for bringing me to this.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
you almost have to
And
thank
also,
Dave.
why haven't you done porn yet?
And yes, in the back of my mind,
Stop supporting Jacqueline Glenn.
in the back of my mind, on a
She's
couple
never
of those
done
episodes,
porn.
I'm
She's
watching
never
it
done
going,
porn.
Jacqueline Glenn owes me money.
Yeah. But yeah, I was watching. I going, yeah, she could do porn and get away with it, but no, she's way too smart for that.
It's
Why? She's making way more money on YouTube than she
Yeah,
would ever
exactly.
make doing
she's got
porn.
like 1 million followers.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a ridiculous
Yeah.
thing.
And it's hilarious watching her shows too.
She
which
definitely owes Dave G money though.
I mean,
I
she owes
think
him money.
I
Now,
think
I guess.
if this show ever got like enough clout, they should do like a little squash your beef kind of moment.
Oh
that'd be
yeah, we
so
could
good.
be the
Yeah,
we can be the
like-
mediators.
Like she's on one end, he's on the other. He's just vaping and talking about the whatever the black people that live above him or some bullshit.
I don't think you use that
if
word.
we could get that to happen,
I'm not all right.
If we could get that to happen, I would fly her out on my own dime.
I would fly
if,
Dave out.
if you would drive him here from his house.
I'll get him a fucking Uber.
Yeah.
I will. I'll go. I
Nah.
know his address.
We gotta rent.
You
the
do know his
space.
address.
Didn't he put that shit on YouTube that
did.
once? Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about. Like we've been trying to figure it out, but that.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
said.
He has an address. He put it
Yeah.
up on one of his videos
But
before.
no,
he
wasn't it a
deleted.
PO box though?
I thought it was a PO box.
We had
Okay,
his phone number.
so-
Like we could call him right now. We
so
have his phone number.
here's the weird part. It doesn't take long to sit outside of a post office and watch for a guy driving a car with a whole bunch of fucking signs on his car and be like, all right, and follow him.
We haven't figured out what kind of car it is either.
I
feel like it's a
a
2000 Cavalier.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either a Cavalier or a Corolla or
Yeah.
something like that. Very
It's
simple.
it's a 2-door.
I have a feeling it's a Chrysler LeBaron.
No, aren't those all convertibles?
No, not all of them. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have a
I've
feeling
not-
it's like a
Yeah.
that would fit his personality as just like a 1980, 1990 piece of shit no longer made company kind of car.
Yeah.
That's his fitting. Either that or it's
Oldsmobile.
Yeah. Either that or it's like a Cavalier that had like the, what is it from the other guys? It's like a one too many soup kitchens happen in it. That's what I think.
I feel like it's a Chevrolet Cavalier 2-door. But it's like the ZR2. It's like the nice one from the late 90s.
Yeah.
And it has like a body kit that the previous owner put on but never painted to match the car.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay.
Like he would never put the body kit on it, but it's on there.
And it's got that skin cancer thing where the paint is peeling off the
Well,
hood.
all you really have to do is just hang out at the walkway every day. Doesn't he have a walking team? He has a walking team. They go on the walkway like a couple days a week.
See, he's way more into this.
You've done a lot more research.
Because
I see his walking videos. I'm like, I'm not watching a walking video. I want him to I want to watch him ranting about minorities.
Because
did you see the one where he put his cell phone in the freezer?
I saw that and I go, I don't want to watch this.
He was tweaking so hard.
Yeah.
So
But it was also
No, we gotta call him,
I forgot to mention that it was a callback to another video about him telling people not to put their phones in the in the freezer. So it's him being stupid, like a callback.
But he also told people that he's retired and he has enough money, but then you see handwritten signs saying, I'm unemployed.
He has worked his ass off for 9 years straight.
Oh, poor him.
He worked all through the 90s.
9 years.
Give the guy a break. He deserves to enjoy his retirement.
Yeah, retirement looking for work.
Oh, my God. Well, we weren't going to do a 2-hour episode, but here we are.
It
with no break.
Yeah.
That's what happens when we get a surprise drop in.
Nice.
That was a mind fuck. I'm like, why am I staring? Why are you in my house?
Well, I appreciate it. And we do encourage friends of the show who happen to know where Ryan lives to just drop in.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just,
But if you've pieced together the address of Ryan's house from listening to the show obsessively, don't come here.
You'll be shot on sight.
I almost went to the wrong house today,
But
by
you
the way.
can you
I'm
can
not kidding.
sit.
The red one, two doors down. Yeah, I'm parked there and I go,
Oh, no.
this ain't it.
No. That woman is 90,000 years old.
Yeah. I was like, this ain't it. They don't have a red house. Fuck. So I just walked down the street and went, oh, that's one.
Yeah, her 100th birthday is coming up very soon.
Oh, bring her down here. Just get her to do
She
one
won't
of
make
these
it.
things. Yeah.
But if you're a psychopath and you have deciphered all of these things, you can come and sit in front of Ryan's house and use his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because we've given those out accidentally at least twice.
I think I still have it.
Part of me's thankful that the show isn't that popular because this shit would be happening.
Get those two here, it will be.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Try to figure that out.
All right.
Mediate that shit.
We didn't do much for titles.
No, I stopped. This was the first one that I wanted to use, and this is going to be the title of the show.
I had one, and it was my own damn channel, and it was just ripping off of fucking Dave G.
Yeah.
But yeah, Milk of Amnesia is much better.
It's a good one.
So, yeah.
All right.
Next week.
We did pretty good on this, Ryan. Just two of
Yeah,
us.
we did.
Yeah.
And I have a little that I just poured, apparently. I don't even remember pouring this. That's water. So, yeah, Mike, thanks for swinging by.
Yeah, not a problem.
We'll have you on for, like, a real episode.
I want to do another time travel episode.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Especially with the Terminator.
Because there's a few
Terminator's
things
coming out.
that have kind of...
Avengers.
Yeah.
When's the Terminator come out?
Avengers.
I don't know. It's like August or November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
August or November.
Yeah, it's like
I can't remember. It's they don't have much faith in it, so they're putting it towards the tail end of the summer.
Well, I haven't watched Endgame yet.
What?
So after
Dude,
I watch that, we'll do like an Endgame.
I came here planning on talking about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I came here planning on talking about that shit.
I actually have stayed away. I really don't know what happens in that movie. Everybody's been really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very, very good.
And I really want to talk about it now.
I know,
but we can't.
No.
Can't.
Yep, you can't.
Because it's a version of time travel that we have not talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
Oh yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I know about Smart Hulk. I don't know how Smart Hulk happened. I just know I saw a picture of Hulk with glasses explaining something, and I was like, Okay, I
They
can't
explain
wait.
it.
It's not like a big spoiler.
I know.
He just like merged the two.
Yeah.
Sure.
Through gamma therapy.
Yeah, whatever.
I know that's not a thing. Gamma radiation is what kills you immediately.
Yeah, he just sat in a microwave for a couple months. He's good.
All right,
It's
so
like a couple months worth of gamma therapy. I'm wearing pants now. This is great.
And he's dabbing.
All
right, no more
that
spoilers.
That was
all
really
right,
douchey.
this is the show. That's the end of it. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm
we never
working
know
on
what's
it.
happening.
Yeah. Queen City Distillery, hopefully. Yeah, we've been talking.
Rock and roll.
So
Nice.
if not, it'll just be Chad. We'll just bring Chad in.
Thank you, Michael Bleakley. Maybe
Thank you.
Mike
Thank you.
for a time travel episode.
Definitely.
Bye, everyone.